Hello, let me get situated here. Hello, Cancer. So this will be a reading for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Great energy today, you guys. I am excited. So we're basically going to jump right in. I'm going to lay down the first layer of your cards in fast forward. And then when I come back on, we'll go over them, decode them, pull some clarifying cards from a different deck. The only thing that I usually say in the opening of my readings is just to be patient, because the more cards that come out, the more clarity we get. So that means a reading can change as we're going. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, Cancer. Right out of the gate, a beautiful reading. The heart of your reading, the first two cards out, we get the happiest card in the deck, which is the Sun card, and then we get the Three of Cups with it, meaning a celebration. And then your rune is right along with it. The rune is the rune of celebration. This rune stands for joy, serenity, and celebration. We also got a charm. I have charms that go along with the Lenormand cards, so to speak. Some are tarot, some are, just cards that are charms. So this would represent a home. So possibly you will be celebrating security, stability, because the past here we have out in the cold, a feeling of lack, struggle. There is an imbalance with the 5, okay? So now there is this beautiful celebration, and then we have financial stability represented with the 9 of Pentacles. There is something that you will be celebrating that is joyous. And for some of you, it could have to do with an offer getting accepted on a house, something like that. The moon kind of came out sideways. I wasn't sure if it wanted to be upright or reverse, so I put it sideways. So then as we are clarifying, then we'll get more clarity on that. Right in the center of your reading, we have the World card. So it looks like you'll be completing a cycle, maybe a cycle of lack and instability, and leveling up, like a graduation, so to speak, and moving on to a more stable matrix, a new, another. Basically, the World is the last major arcana in the deck, and then you start back over with the Fool. The Fool is this new beginning, and possibly representing that celebration. Next, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the queens in tarot are how we perceive the world around us. So that represents your feminine side and how you perceive the world around you, your emotions, your intuition. And you're showing up here as perceiving it very practical, responsible, and that kind of goes along with this getting stability for your foundation, possibly your family or just for yourself. The Queen of Pentacles can be the working mother. And then we also have the King of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. So the kings represent in tarot our masculine side. So you're showing up in your masculine side as the King of Swords, and they are the ones to get things done in the concrete world. So they're the ones to make the moves. And so you're showing up in the concrete world very clear and logical. This came out with another 5. So we have a 5 up here and a 5 here. I feel like you're coming out as the king on the concrete world because you need to see things very logically, because things have been, you know, maybe you've been in a bidding war about a house. This is competition. This is conflict, competition, strife, just kind of, you know, so you're coming in very logically, very clear and logically. So that is great. Then we have the 2 of Pentacles. That's a bit of a juggling or maybe a choice. So maybe the celebration is you get to actually, you know, 2 things come in to where you get to choose. We'll kind of get more clarity on that. And then we have the Hierophant. So this will be something that will be long lasting. Deep roots is one of the things with the Lenormand cards. I use mine as charms, as far as, you know, the house in Lenormand would represent your physical house. It can also represent the stability in your life and putting on deep roots, longevity. So to have joyous celebration and stability, it doesn't necessarily have to be a home for some of you. This could just be representing you're going to celebrate because you're locking in that new job you're applying for, and this is going to give you financial independence. Maybe you're literally graduating and, you know, leveling up that way. So let's go ahead and clarify. I'm going to clarify with a different deck in case some of the same cards want to come out. That happens quite a bit. I will say, I do want to point out here on the Moon card, these are the symbols that represent a download. So the Moon, as you can see, your symbol here, you showed up a couple times. That might have been under the deck as well. As I'm laying out the cards, you might see me in the fast forward part looking at the cards. This card came out under the deck, and then it ended up coming out in there. So you have been, this hasn't been an easy road. And that could be why we have this download of the Moon, because you're trusting your gut, you're trusting your intuition, and you're facing your fears with the Moon card. And by receiving this download, you're able to level up. You're able to get that world. So I'm assuming that this was meant to come out in the upright, but I'm going to leave it that way for now, and we're going to go ahead and clarify. Oh, and I forgot to mention, under the deck, we have the 6 of Wands, or the 6 of Swords. So as you can see, you're leaving the rocky waters and moving to calmer waters. So the underneath everything, things are moving to a much better place. And if this has brought you clarity already, if you're resonating with this, please hit the like and subscribe so you'll know when I'm back on again. It definitely helps grow the channel. We do put a lot of time and all of that into these. You know, these are all free readings, so all right, so let's clarify. Let's clarify the Moon. Wow, there's that 10 of Pentacles. So this is about wealth. This could be about the, you know, here, this is your legacy. This is the seed that you're planting and growing to build that legacy, to, you know, root the deep roots for something long lasting. This is a, you know, representing a financially stable, secure home. Not only home, but your finances and all of that. So I feel like you're facing your fears possibly with that. Or this could be representing how things were in the past for your stability in your home and your legacy weren't that great. But you needed this download and this new level and the sunshine to come, you know, all of this to happen to where you're going to start over with a new like Ace of Pentacle and grow that, and what you're growing now will be much more stable, much more successful, that sort of thing. Let's see what's under the deck. Ah, the Star. So as you can see, she is bearing all. So this is a very, you know, you're bearing your soul. It's a vulnerable state of, I'm going to trust in this, and I'm going to pour my waters, everything that I have, I'm going to pour into it, and I'm going to trust it, even though I have fear in it. I don't know how it's going to turn out, because all I've ever known is struggle, you know, or there's been a lot of struggle and conflict, you know, that sort of thing. Like, so to have the Star with the Moon, this is definitely why you're able to level up, because you're pouring out the old, you're pouring out the sadness, you're trusting in it and going with it. And to be able to pour that out gives room to fill everything up with new. So to have the Star with underneath the deck with that Ten of Pentacles is amazing. Let's go ahead. We'll clarify the Queen of Pentacles. Or maybe we don't want to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, Spirit. This one is definitely standing out. Yes, let's clarify the Two of Pentacles. Alrighty. Ooh. So there is the Six of Swords again. That's the card that's underneath the deck here. So the moving to calmer waters. So I'm not sure if this was wanting to come out in the upright or reverse, but that would indicate the need to, you know, as you can see in the background, there is some, you know, juggling too many things that can cause us to have rough waters. So by setting down one of those pentacles and making a choice. So if you do have a decision, because we did have the Lovers card underneath the deck as well when I was shuffling. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so the need for balance. So this is the Six of Cups, a beautiful card. This is having an open heart chakra, you know, a balanced, an open heart, emotionally balanced. Cups in tarot represent our emotions. So the Six is at that balance. As you can see, the Fives are imbalanced. They represent struggle. And the Six balances things out with healing, and specifically the Six of Cups being our emotions. They always represent a child on there. So that's representing our heart chakra, because the child represents that innocence. You know, if you tell a child, I love you, they're just like, I know. You know, they don't question it like an adult might. Adult that's been through struggle. You tell an adult that, they're not going to believe you if they've been through struggle. They're going to question why, things like that. So, quite possibly, you're right in between two different worlds is how I'm feeling here. You're right in between getting in that boat and sailing to calmer waters. With the world being directly under the sun and this celebration and you getting this download, I feel like that's going to, with your clarity that you're seeing in the concrete world, with your divine masculine, you're going to see that you need to set something down. Maybe it's the old patterns or the old ways of thinking or whatever, the thoughts of, I don't, I'm only coming from lack or that sort of thing. You're basically graduating onto the 6. So that is beautiful. So we're having 2 6s. 6s in tarot are wonderful. We have the 6 of Swords, meaning moving to calmer waters, and the 6 of Cups underneath the deck. So this is going to bring in balance to your life because you were able to face your fears. Beautiful. Let's clarify. I almost want to clarify the world. Let's clarify the world just to see if it shows maybe for some of you what this would be. Aha. We did have this under the deck as well, the 2 of Wands. So basically, for some of you, you could be at a crossroads where you're making that choice, and once you decide this new path, this is when we're going to go on to this whole nother level. The Princess of Cups. So, in this deck, the princess represents the page. The page is the one who grabs the ace. So this means that an Ace of Cups has come in after this download of facing your fears and changing what you need to change, whether it's bettering your home life, your housing, your job, whatever that is. You're able to see that Ace of Cups because of the download. You're able to see that now. A lot of times when we're in lack and we're in struggle and we're in that lower vibration, divine can be handing us a cup or a pentacle or whatever, and we're not seeing it because we're have the blinders on. So because you're doing the work and things are turning around and you're kind of listening to your intuition, you're trusting that your gut and doing it anyway, even though it might be scary, you were able to see the cup. And not only did you see the cup, you grabbed it. So this could be that cup that you grabbed. You see that the cups are in the air and they're celebrating. So very beautiful. And this cup could lead you on a whole different path, that sort of thing. I feel like your life is changing in a way of, I just keep wanting to say leveling up, because we started with celebration and the sun, and right in the center is the world after a download. And then being so practical and logical in your feminine and masculine, how you're appearing. And then this is going to be long lasting. So I feel like this is like going to be a big December. Could possibly have something to do with housing. For some of you, just the stability of everything, your finances, or there is definitely something to be celebrating. I want to keep going. I love readings like this. Oh my goodness. I think just for kicks, I'm going to go ahead. This is a beautiful deck. It's an oracle. If you're not sticking around for just this one oracle that I'm pulling, thank you so very much for joining me. And I just really appreciate all of you. So I'm just going to pull one of these just for the fun of it. They're beautiful cards. Whoa! Okie dokie. All right. I don't know if I want to keep all of these. Let's see. No, there's way too many. The one that was up is Mars. So this is representing motion. And then we have a master number 22. So we'll take that motion because it looks like things are moving in a great, very positive way. All right, I'll take that. That's beautiful. Cancer, once again, thank you so very much. I appreciate all of you guys. And just remember to, like or subscribe if this has helped bring clarity or maybe positivity into your life. And, it helps more than you know by doing that. And, like I was saying before, we put a lot of, put a lot of hours into these in the hopes to grow and reach more people. So by doing the likes and things, that definitely helps grow. So thank you guys so much. Congratulations on this awesome reading, and I will see you in the next one.